Hello my beautiful Bitterroots, welcome to my channel, and today I decided I was going to start making some jewelry, and I have been promising for the last umpteen years that I've been on YouTube, not very long, but I promised that I would teach you guys how to make some jewelry. So I'm going to make a basic set out of this. I don't know if I'm going to do a bracelet, but I'm at least going to make earrings and a necklace. So I have these colored shell beads. So I would like to make a necklace out of these. They're kind of fun. I went through and tried to find two that are, yeah, I mean, they're not identical, but I mean, they're distant cousins, so they'll be perfect to make these ones out of earrings. So I'll set these ones aside as these are my earrings. So you will need, the tools that you will need for, you will need a crimper. This is what a crimper looks like. You will need flat chain nose pliers, some nippers, round nose pliers for the earrings, and then the supplies you will need. Right now I have this beading wire. This is in 40.45 millimeter beading wire. There is also 0.30. I actually prefer the 0.45. It's thicker and it just gives more strength to your necklaces. You will need some crimp beads. This is just a big pot of just some random ones, so you'll need 2 of these round crimping beads, 2 of the crimp bead covers. Pull one out so you can look at what the cover actually looks like up close. So that's what a crimp bead cover looks like, because I like all my necklaces to have that nice polished look. You will need a clasp of some sort. I'm using this fishhook clasp. You'll need earring hooks, 2 head pins. These are the 2-inch head pins. 2 eye pins. So instead of the flat end, it has the eye. And your beads. So I chose these shell beads that I showed you before. I have these opalite beads. I have 8 of them. 2 of them are going to be reserved for the earrings. The rest will be for a necklace. And then I have a bunch of these small bicone ones. These are not Swarovskis. I saved those ones for my special projects. So the stuff that I use, sterling silver, you know, my higher end necklaces. So I have 2 colors here. I have aquamarine, and then I have like this milky aquamarine one, and so we may just use one of each. I don't know. Oh, there's a couple bigger ones in there. Sneak those babies out. So I have this ruler here. I always have a ruler with me. I would like to make about an 18-inch necklace. I may go more depending on, I think with the beads I have, I think 18 will be perfect. So I'm going to cut a length of bead that is 20 inches. So I'm going to cut 20 inches of my wire. So I'm going up to 10 right here and 20, and then just cut that down. Next, I like to do my end first before I do anything. That way I don't have to worry about finding the little wire things to stop the beads from falling off the end of your thing. So we'll take 1 crimp bead. It doesn't matter what color, just because this is going to be covered with a silver one. So you thread your, so there's my crimp bead, and then I'm going to take my fish hook clasp, and I'm going to thread this through the hole. Fold this over in on itself just a little bit, and then thread that crimp bead right through that. I don't like to waste anything basically, so I'm just going to keep it to there, to where this moves freely. Don't get it too close because this won't move freely. It won't do so well. Grab your crimp bead, crimper. There's two crimpers, two crimp holes. I don't know if you can see that. This one has like a heart shape, and then there's a circle or the oval. I'm going to go through the second one where it has the heart shape, and I'm going to crimp that down. Basically what it does is it creates a fold for you, and then you use the first one and then crimp that and fold it right in on itself. And then I like to use the end of the crimper just to make it a little bit tighter. Again, this flows freely. I'm going to take my loose tail, and I will fold this up and literally just press that down onto that crimp bead. And then I'm going to cut the rest of that, rest of the tail off. I like to put my thumb over it because I don't want stuff flying in the air, and stepping on these little things is not fun. So I don't know if you can see that. There we go. So as you can see the crimp thing, I folded this up right here and then clipped the tail. I'm going to fold that up even more to where it's kind of flush with that crimp bead. And then we're going to take the crimp cover. Folding up that tail kind of gives it a little more stability, so just in case that crimp bead fails, this is being caught because it's folded over. And then I'm going to take my little crimp bead that I showed you before. It's like a half moon. I'm going to fit that right over the top of the crimp bead, making sure that tail is tucked up inside there nicely. And then we're going to take the chain nose pliers, and we're just going to close this up. And I like to do it slowly because I don't know if you can see that, but we still have duck lips going on here on this crimp bead. It's not fully closed. The edges are closed, but not that. So then I turn it, and I will crimp it down like so. And then I'll turn and do the other side, and I just keep doing that till it meets up nice and neatly. There we go with the crimp bead. It just covers that up and just makes it nice and polished. Now let's go on to the beading act itself. So I'm just going to do two extra shells on each side by doing bicone shell on each side. That will squeak us out to 18 inches for this necklace. Crimp, doesn't matter what color because it's going to be covered. And then we're going to thread onto the smaller part of this, if I can even have it on focus. Loop around your thing and thread it through the crimp bead. Pull it tight like so, and then crimp it down. So use the first one, crimp, turn it, use the second one, crimp it down just a bit more, not too much, and then fold this up so it crimps it up against that. Trim your tail like so. Make sure that that tail is still folded up. I wasn't even on frame, sorry guys. And then I like to thread my bead cover over the top of that tail of the necklace that you just crimped down. That way it doesn't slide out from the thing. And then you go in here again, use your flat nose pliers. Using the wrong ones. Okay. Your chain nose pliers. Close it together just a little bit, and then turn it and then pull it down. Push it down so that way until they meet. And I just keep wiggling it back and forth until you have a perfect matchup. See? So now it just looks like a silver bead on the end. And there we go with our necklace. Our necklace has been completed. So this just gets threaded on like so. And there's the necklace. Super cute. Let's see what the actual final, which is fine because a lot of people wear necklaces at 16 inches. So light, just these little ones. And then this. So let's do the main dangle. So I'm going to take my head pin like so. I am going to put a little aquamarine bead on, and then my small opalite bead. You'll take this and you'll fold it over to a 90-degree angle. Well, that's a little more than a 90. Then you're going to trim. Don't trim too close. I like to trim it about right there. I've been doing this for so long I could just eye it, but let's measure it for you guys. So this is, it's 10 millimeters. And then I always hold this because I don't like my stuff flying. I was making jewelry when my kids were little, so I did not want any chance of them getting hurt. Then you take your round nose pliers. You put it right down on the end like so. See how it's flush right here? So make sure it's flush with your stuff. You don't want any of this popping through. Then you grab it and then you twist away from you like so. And wrap it around. And then you can adjust your pliers. Get this to focus. Adjust your pliers and then loop it around more. And then I like to take my chain nose pliers because this is always, you know, bent to an angle. I'll take my chain nose pliers like so and I'll straighten it out to where it's nice and perfectly flat. And then you have a nice eye pin like so. Oh, my things got magnetized because I was using some magnetite and they magnetized my tools. So again, I'm going to take some of my small bicone beads. These are the 4 millimeter bicone beads if you're interested. Bent it to a 90-degree angle. Again, we're going to clip about 10 millimeters away. Hold the tail when you clip so that way it doesn't go flying. Round nose pliers. You grab it, make sure that it's flush on the side. And then you take it and then you twist away from you. Twist up and towards the bead. And then you loosen your grip and then you straighten it up. And then I'll take my flat nose pliers to make sure that this is, you know, clamped down nice and straight and flat. So that's the bottom portion of the earring that I'm making. So now we're going to take the eye ones, whatever you want to say, and I'm going to thread on my shell like so. You'll fold it at a 90-degree angle like you would the other thing, like so. Clamp it about 10 millimeters from the bead. Hold on to your tail so it doesn't go flying. Safety first, people. Then you grab it and then you twist up and away from away from you and towards the bead like so. So now I have 2 loops on each side of my bead. With the loop that you just created, you'll grip onto the side that has the opening and you'll twist your wrist up and twist this piece up. Don't pull it apart, you twist it up so it opens it like so. And then you're able to put that other bead that you just created right onto it. You grab that wire again and then you twist back down to close. Never ever grab something that's circular and pull away. That disforms the circle. It doesn't go back into its original shape. So this is what the earring looks like so far. And then the last thing you need to do is grab your earring hook. Again, you take the circle, you grab it, and you pull, you hold it at onto the side and you pull it up. So just to do close angle, see how I'm twisting that up and away? If you look at it straight down, it still looks like it's closed. That's because I pulled it up instead of pulling it away. And then you just thread your beads on there. You grab your little pliers and then you fold it right back down and you still have a perfect circle. So here is the first earring to go with that necklace. I think they're super cute. I always like to pinch down the hooks because if it's like this, they always tend to fall out of the ears. So I pinch them down like so, and they will not fall out of the ears that way. Or I should say like 95% of the time they will not fall out of the earrings. So let's just do a quick little view of my earrings and the necklace together. But yeah, there we are with the finished product. And we just made a super cute little crystal and shell necklace. This is perfect for summer, and I think I will be able to get about $20 out of this when I resell it, when I sell it at a big event that's going on tonight. So, or not tonight, on the 20th in my town. So I hope you guys enjoyed this. If you guys want more beading crafting videos, just comment down below and let me know if that's what you like. I'd be more than happy to do this. I'm actually phasing out making jewelry, or just continuing on with my business. I am just using up the supplies that I already currently have at home. Unless I have a special order, then I'll go out and purchase what I need. But for right now, I'm just using up what I have, and I'm slowly getting out of the business. I am too busy to be going out and selling all the time, so that's where I'm at with that. So thank you guys for joining me in this video, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye!